Hey, what's up guys? So I am back again with another video, and this is just a simple video but with a little bit of a twist. So it is a nice tutorial where I do something with this glowy, like dewy, dripping skin. It's not that much, but it's really nice and glowy and highlighted. This simple winged eyeliner and this nice bold lip. But also I'm sharing with you my favorite long wearing products and what I use to create a not only flawless but really like bulletproof long lasting makeup look. But I just hope you guys enjoy this video. Please remember to like, share, comment, and especially hit that subscribe button. And remember, when we comment, we want to bring people up and not bring people down. Bye. So this is going to be a little bit more of a talky type video, less voiceover. So we'll see how that goes. But the first product in like this sort of long wearing makeup is my Hard Candy Sheer Envy 12-hour primer. This is no stranger to my channel. I freaking love this primer. Like when you apply it on your skin and rub it all out, it just gets nice and like tacky, so like your makeup really like sticks on, grabs onto it. And I'm just going to be applying that all over my face. Oh, I probably should have said something about my brows first. When it comes to long wearing for my brows, there are 3 products that I now use that keep my brows on all daggone day. Like, because I have oily skin, like my eyebrows had the tendency to like move everywhere or like slide, and I was like, that's not cute, boo-boo. It's not cute. But ever since like using these products, like my brows stay on. And the products that I like to use are the Urban Decay Primer Potion and the Brow Conditioning Primer from Benefit, and this is before I put on my eyebrows. And another thing for long lasting brows is to use a brow pomade. This one is the Studio Pro by Benefit Cosmetics in the shade Ebony. And I used this today on my eyebrows, and hunty, I can tell you right now, my eyebrows, they ain't going nowhere. And then just to make sure everything is like incredibly set in place, also to add a little bit more color to my brows, and to also just really make sure that they're set, I use the Maybelline Precise Fiber Volumizer Brow Mascara or Brow Gel, and this is in the shade Deep Brown. Now back onto the base. So now that I have it and it is feeling a bit tacky, I'm actually going to apply another Hard Candy primer, which is their Glamouflage Mix-In Drops the Turn Me Matte. I've been using this for like a week or so. When I say that these drops like really like keep my makeup on, like they keep my makeup on, I'm just going to drop that on the important areas of my face. Ooh, this acne is getting me, y'all. That black Opal powder that I just started using on my channel, like actually trying a different powder, it ended up breaking me out. So my skin is like crying to me right now. You can also mix these drops in with foundation, but because I'm lazy AF, I just apply it directly onto my face, and I think it does a pretty darn good job. Now moving on to foundation. I have a lot of foundations, but I say the one that really is not only has great coverage, but it stays all day, super long wearing, is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation. It just stays on, like it's so glorious. I'm just going to be dotting that all over my face, and then we'll be blending it out with a beauty blender. So a very super long wearing concealer that I have fallen in love with is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. And this is in the shade, what shade is this? In the shade Dark Warm. And it is super flawless. It looks really beautiful, and it stays all day. Now we need to set the concealer, and one of my favorite powders that I have been using is the Laura Mercier translucent powder in medium deep. Girl, like I love this powder. Like, I've always wanted to try the Laura Mercier powder, but you know, I was super afraid of like flashback or me looking like Casper the Friendly Ghost, so I said but then when I saw that they came out with a darker shade, I was like, okay, let me go ahead and try it, and I freaking love it for setting my concealer. Like, I love it. You can bake, which is also a really nice long wearing technique, but for this powder I don't really find it necessary to bake. I just press it into my skin. Flawless. Okay, so now for face powder, I'm using my tried and true, which is the Black Radiance pressed powder in the shade Ebony. I tried to use something else. I tried, and then it ended up breaking me out, and it didn't last nearly as long as this. So I'ma just stick with what I know and use this powder. Okay, so I think I'm actually going to go to eyes first. I mean, and there's really only one tip that I can really give you for eyes, and that is eyeshadow primer. Now, I'm not wearing eyeshadow today. I'm only wearing liquid liner. And for my liquid liner, where did it go? I just use the NYC Liquid Liner. Stays all day. I haven't had any problems with it running or like rubbing off on me. I really love it. But moving back onto the eyeshadow, there's actually two things. About to sneeze. But moving back onto eyeshadow primer, there are two things that you can do. One thing that I tend to do when I'm wearing eyeshadow is just apply the eyeshadow primer like normally, and that really makes sure that your eyeshadows stay all day. Another thing that you can do if you feel like, well, maybe the eyeshadow primer is way too tacky. I mean, this primer really has like a matte finish to it, so it's not really tacky. But because I'm not wearing any eyeshadow and I don't really want my eyelids to just look sort of like that white like finish that this primer tends to leave. And you can also do this if you really want to make sure that like everything is set and stays in place and that eyeshadows blend nicely and last a while. I'm just going to be taking some of my Laura Mercier translucent powder and just a short shader brush, and I'm just going to be applying that all over my eyes. So I am just going to apply my eyeliner off camera, and I will be right back. Low-key had to redeem myself from the Instagram baddie one where my eyeliner just like came out all uneven, but here it is, nice and even and looking luscious and looking gorgeous. Okay. Now, still on eyes, I'm going to be taking Maybelline Big Shot Colossal Mascara. I would recommend using a waterproof mascara, definite waterproof mascara, but since I don't have a waterproof mascara, I'm just going to be using this because it doesn't budge or move on me. But definitely, if you're talking about long wearing makeup, waterproof mascara. and mascara is on. Now moving on to blush, and I'm just going to be taking my e.l.f. blush palette just because it is long wearing on me. I freaking love this blush. Like, it stays on my skin, and because I have super oily skin, like, it's incredibly surprising that it stays on me the way it does, and like, I can still tell that my blush is there by the end of the night. Oh shoot, I forgot contour. So for contour, just Salon Perfect contour palette thingy, using the darkest shade in the palette. Okay, so for long wearing in a, not only just long wearing, but a pop and highlight, I tend to use two things. I use the Ulta Strobing Pen and my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Opal. Now, I like to use this as a base because it actually like dries down matte and it stays. And then I like to put this on top of it just to make sure that it is super, super, super set and that my highlight is just even more poppin'. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that on the areas that I highlight, and I will be blending it out with my beauty blender. I don't highlight my chin. Why the hell did I do that? Ugh. Now I'm just going to highlight the proper places. I'm actually going to stop using the beauty blender because my fingers look like they're doing a pretty darn good job. Now that I am highlighted to the goods, I am going to further on that highlight by adding my Becca Opal. I'm dripping in highlighter. So I'm first going to take my Jordana lip liner, and I suggest that a lip liner is an essential for your makeup just to make sure that it doesn't bleed out of the outside of the lines, and just to make sure that it like stays. You can even fill in your lip with the lip liner and then apply the lipstick on top, so just in case if the lipstick wears off, the liner will still be there. The long wearing lip color that I will be using is the Colored Raine liquid lipstick in Tootsie. Look at that. Look at it. The final product, I will be using my Hard Candy Fast and Fabulous setting spray. You're probably wondering, why am I not using the Urban Decay long lasting setting spray? Like, it's good for long lasting, but this, like, this. I'm just going to be spraying my face, taking a little mini bath in it, and then I'm just going to take my hair out of this bun and be right back.